Okay, hello kids. Hi parents. We're back in our section where we're talking about where we get our food. In the section before this, we talked about where food comes from. Just a quick review. It comes from nature, it comes from the earth, plants and animals. It comes from your backyard, your little personal farm, or your neighbor's maybe bigger farm, or a big industrial farm. So that's where our food comes from. This section is where we get our food. So we've talked about growing your own and going to local farms. Those are two awesome ways to get food. Farmers markets is where local farms come together to sell all of their goods. Awesome place to get food as well. Online delivery has become very fun. In the last lesson, I forgot to mention there's also meat and fish delivery. You can get fresh meats from Butcher Box, Good Chop. Lots of different companies will deliver fresh meat straight to your door, and same with fish. You can get salmon and other fish delivered straight to your door. So everything from produce to meat to fish to meal kits to kids fun cooking kits, everything there with online delivery. And now in our line going all the way from the most very natural that you're in total control of growing your own food, all the way down the line, we're at health foods and specialty stores. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of what these are and what you can get at these places, because these are really beautiful stores, and you should definitely try to visit one of these. These are the type of stores here in California. We have Whole Foods and Sprouts. Those are our two big ones. There's lots of different ones all over the country, lots of different chains. Um, Lots of different stores, but they all basically have the same characteristics. And what it is it's like the national chains, but carries a little bit more specialty brands and health food brands and products. Um, Lots of organic things or foods, lots of non GMO, non genetically modified foods, a lot of very healthy, maybe for special diets. If you're vegan and you don't eat any animal or animal byproducts, you can find baked goods that are vegan. You can find all kinds of specialty foods at these stores. They're known to have a variety of kind of hard to find items. The other day, I was looking through a vegetarian cookbook and it called for quinoa flakes for some meatballs. They were meatless meatballs, and instead of using bread, you would use these quinoa flakes, which I had never heard of before. So I went down to the specialty store Whole Foods and I got some quinoa flakes. And all kinds of things like that that might be harder to find at a traditional grocery store. So that's what you get at these specialty stores. They usually have very, very large produce area, but they'll also have very large tea area. They'll have bulk foods. You can see here in the picture, here on the left. This is what a bulk foods aisle looks like. And this is basically where you get a bag and you go to the bulk food area and you get a certain amount of, say, oats or beans, and you will then weigh it and then pay for it that way. And instead of it coming in packaging, it comes closer to its natural state, which is an awesome idea. It cuts down on packaging, and it also ends up being a little bit cheaper most of the time. These stores usually have a lot of supplements. They have aisles and aisles of natural supplements and natural body care. Lots of different things in these types of stores. They have health and beauty products. Like I said, vitamins. A lot of times they'll have a lot of eco-friendly cleaning products for your house. So, household cleaners that don't have harsh chemicals in them, that are more natural and plant-based. Um, they'll have a lot of these types of specialty stores will have prepared hot food bars. They'll have salad bars, regular salad bars that are very extensive usually, and then they'll also have hot food bars that have ethnic food in it, or just hot food, chicken, beef dishes, pasta dishes, lots of different things there. So a lot of people will run into one of these stores at lunchtime and grab something healthy for lunch, for like a hot lunch. These places will also usually have a bakery with, various different kinds of artisan breads and healthy foods. And I for Valentine's Day, which just passed. I just got some vegan cupcakes, and they were great. They were great. Instead of being made with wheat flour, they were made, or and eggs. They were made with rice flour, and they were delicious. And so you can just find some cool stuff, some neat stuff. Whenever I am doing a lesson on a certain ingredient, I usually go to one of these stores and I buy all the different kinds of variations of that ingredient. Like, for example, I did a lesson on sugar, and I went to Whole Foods and bought, I think it was 8 different kinds of sugars, from sugar in the raw, turbinado sugar, coconut sugar, cane sugar, all the different kinds of sugars. And we did lots of experiments with those. So I'll bring those to you later in another course, in another lesson. But in the meantime, yeah, these are just markets that tend to specialize in harder to find goods and in healthier goods. I have here staples, okay? And I really want you to start thinking about staples, because in the next section we're gonna go on a world tour, and I'm gonna teach you what staples are, what staple foods are. And basically what they are is they are natural, usually plant-based foods, and they make up a large part of different cultures' diets. So here in America, we have wheat is one of our staples. In South America, rice is one of their staples. Beans is one of their staples. These are usually plant-based foods, and in each different geographical area of the world, they have different staples that are common. And I bring it up here with the specialty and health foods market, because you can usually get these staples in bulk here at these stores, and it's a great way to think about your food when you're starting to cook, which we do in Pillar 3 of this of Sizzle Kids. We do all the cooking, and we bring all of our information together from Pillar 1 about food and Pillar 2 about nutrition, and we bring it all together to cook healthy for ourselves. And we start with staples usually. So here is a great place to go and just to see all the different staples and what you can get in the bulk aisle, and start to think about your food in that way. Um, the next thing that we're going to talk about are supermarkets, which are similar to these specialty and health food markets on a much larger scale. So I will see you over there, and we'll learn all about supermarkets, and that will wrap up our section on where you get your food. We'll see you over there.